Oliver Ericsson on pole, Julien Febvreau alongside him, Austin Cindric and Garrett Grist on row 2, Kevin Eriksson and Patrick Sandell bringing up the rear. So not the regulars, not the names we were expecting maybe to see go through to the final. Missing Mitchell de Jong as well. Get well soon, Mitchell. Unwell, unfortunately. The young driver who won at Linden Hill, so couldn't make it. Let's see who comes out on top. Great starts from the back row of the grid. Kevin Eriksson, I think there was contact for Eriksson. Contact for Kevin Eriksson. But he's through down the straight. And it's Oliver Eriksson, his brother, who's going to take the lead down into turn 1. So Oliver Eriksson sweeps around the long right-hander. Oh, a couple of people running very, very wide. Some interesting lines. Febvreau looks like he's going to get dumped down into 3rd place. He does, and is that Sandell? Is that Sandell who's come up from the back row of the grid to 2nd place?
That was a hard contact with the wall. His car literally lifted off the ground.
Cindric, so. Austin Cindric, if that car stranded there, double thumbs up from the marshals.
There was a lot of action. Yeah. Lots of contact. The guys were really aggressive.
One make championship, these cars are so closely matched. You do tend to get really close racing, don't you?
Yeah, and on under-braking, we could see that already the drivers were pushing each other under-braking corner 1 all the way to corner 2, so usually it doesn't lead to anything good.
That's good to see. Cindric has managed to get the car moved all right the way out and over track limits on the inside. It's going to be a drag race down the straight. Patrick Sandell on the inside of Eriksson. Sandell looking very, very racy here indeed. Oh, contact between them. Oliver Eriksson, only young. 15 is he, I think? He's 15 years old.
The guys are really, really pushing hard. We've seen some limit move, I would say, because pushing a guy on the right rear corner under braking, usually you can spin him around pretty easy.
Not all these guys are young either, like Patrick Sandell, very, very experienced rally driver and doing a brilliant job here, I have to say. Suddenly picked up the pace in American Rallycross. Sandell recently just figured out how to drive the cars, and he's here for a bit of extra fun with the Rally Taxi branding on the car. He runs a business out in Sweden, I think, in the winter, giving passenger rides on a frozen lake. So Sandell. And who else we've had? Antoine Lestage, of course, didn't make it through to the final, unfortunately. Yeah,
it's way too bad because he had some very, very good run, actually. He was 1st, 2nd in the heats, but something went wrong with the car and he's just not there. But it's too bad because he was shining on the track this morning. Febvreau is doing a good race also. Febvreau.
Yeah, Febvreau in 3rd place. We'll be pleased with that. He's a Super 1600 driver in France in the past. He's just won a round of the French Rallycross Championship in a supercar. He's come over here for a bit of fun in between a busy schedule, I'm sure, commentating on Formula 1. So Oliver Eriksson takes the Joker lap. So does Febvreau. Slotting back in around the other Eriksson, Kevin Eriksson.
Someone lost the wheel there.
Wheel off the back of the car, so that's it then for Oliver Eriksson. Wheel off the car. Where did I was looking down. Where did it happen?
He's still blocking Febvreau. He tried to pass a few times and he was really, really cutting the line and making his car wide. But what's the point where you have one wheel loss? There's no way you can make up a good lap, especially with the long straight.
Patrick Sandell then way out in front. Final lap of the final. Only 4 laps here. Try and make sure we get the supercar final done before it's too dark. So great job by Sandell. I have to say, back row of the grid. Must have been an awesome start, mustn't it, to put him up to there, and he's driven very, very clever.
He clocked some good laps, and when you got rid of the other drivers behind, that's where you could start pushing and making some good time. He jokered, everything's fine.
Grist is the only driver not to joke, and that's because he hasn't managed to complete any laps, so I don't know where Grist ended up, but he's not made it through. Over the crest for Sandell, yellow flags are waving, but he's not too concerned about it. He's only got 2 corners to go. Sandell's going to take this one. You can see the brake lights flashing in the darkness. A little bit of left foot on the middle pedal. Patrick Sandell adds another trophy to the cabinet. Great drive by him over the line to take the win in the Intercontinental RX Lites Cup. Good lad. He's pleased. He's going to chuck it down into a bit of a handbrake turn and a donut. There we go. You can donut an RX Lites car. It's the first time we've seen that this year properly done. Very impressive. Like that. Found a dirty bit of track and has managed to entertain the crowd. They're going nuts for it. What's becoming the standard celebration now, hanging out the side of the car. There's his start, the back row. What about that?
Yeah, it's obviously the action there was in the middle lane helped him to get a clean start and be able to have a good corner 1 and 2, contact in corner 2, and then perfect pass, amazing. He could have been spun around and hit the wall there. He managed to keep control of the car. Impressive drive.
However, Ericsson there, a bit optimistically maybe turning in, and unfortunately then ended up losing a wheel. But it's an impressive debut by him anyway, to be on pole. That was Sandell slotting into the Joker lap on the final lap. When he came out, he was nicely out in front. Checker flag was out.
Lots of action today.
Brilliant, great stuff. Only rallycross on track today because obviously we like it dirty. We end up dragging mud and stuff out onto the circuit. And circuit races don't like mud too much, do they, Carl, unfortunately? Patrick Sandell takes the win from Kevin Eriksson, Julien Febvreau, Austin Cindric, Oliver Eriksson and Garrett Grist with DNFs.